Hey guys, what's up? Katasim to Posite. So welcome to today's analysis. Slight joke over there, but anyway, today we are looking at the markets. It's the midweek of the first week of October, the first week of the month, and the first week of the quarter. So markets have really been selling off. We've seen the dollar strongly sell off against most other pairs. There's some other pairs with a bit of discrepancy that I'll explain why, and that's what I'm watching in the markets. But so far so good. We talked about this correction starting early on in the week. I was expecting this correction. Markets have really been moving in the bullish. The dollar's really been bullish for the longest, and as usual, the quarter's ending. It's usual to see such happening. I've seen that pattern going on and on and on. It's not always mandatory, but I've seen it happening many times. And when the new quarter starts, you see much of a correction happening. So that's what has been happening on the pairs. I'll break down. I'll look at a few things. We had the interest rates this week. I believe today we have the new Reserve Bank of New Zealand. Yesterday we had the RBA, the Reserve Bank of Australia. They removed their interest rates a bit lower than expected. They increased their interest rates by 25 basis points. What was expected was at 50 basis points. And so far in the Aussie dollar market, we haven't seen any much reaction on that. Market has been in a stalemate. Market hasn't been going up, hasn't been going down, unlike many of the other pairs. And that's offering me a very good information in terms of what I'm anticipating in the market. I'll show you what I'm looking for. But apart from that, I'll also look at Bitcoin. We're chatting with Ken earlier on today. We're sharing a bit of sentiment in terms of our strategy and how they're similar, and how there's a trade setup coming up around a short setup coming up. I think Ken has a Bitcoin long. I think his target was hit earlier on today morning. It was a good trade that he took along. I think, was it Monday? Yeah, I believe it was either Monday or yesterday. It was a really good trade and rallied quite high. But today I'll look at a few things and show you what I'm expecting to see in the market. So apart from that, let me jump straight into the markets and show you what I have running. Okay, so let's get into it. So guys, before I jump straight into the charts, I want to show you something that that we have here. So this is our private Discord group for our alumni, our students. So if you take our course, they'll be part of our Discord group where we share different analysis, different trades, different trades that I have running. If you look at this, if you've been in our public Discord group, we normally have we used to share our analysis, but for those who have been asking why I haven't been sharing that much, is because I focused on our clients who are our esteemed clients, our students. So we've been sharing here an analysis for the past 1 month. So far so good. Since the 30th of August, we opened this private group which we call our post mentorship program, where we share profitable trades, we share losing trades, we share trade setups that we're watching. The members trade setups, students can also share trade setups that they have, what they're watching, different things that they're looking at. So it's a really good place. And over here I also share different trades that I have running. We share the ones that we have on our prop farms running, and also our students can also share the trades that are running in their prop farms and in their live accounts. Okay, so if you want to join us, take one of our courses. We normally after our course, we normally share that there, and we keep each other accountable and in tabs with one another. But apart from that, looking at the pairs over here, here's Aussie dollar. Before we start that, let's look at the dollar. Dollar has really had a strong correction, coming back to this inner trend line. So you're seeing this market has been in an uptrend. We got this top over here, okay, around last week before the week ended. Then market started selling off before the end of the week. Okay, this week we've seen Monday and Tuesday bearish candlesticks. Markets have really been falling. Am I still in a bullish territory? Yes, I'm still looking at bullish territory for certain reasons that I teach in my course, but I'm still in the bullish territory until that level is broken. Not the trend line, but something else. Until that level is broken is when I'm going to change stance. Okay, and looking at this 4-hour chart is what I'm looking here. If you adjust this quite a bit, you'll see that market is sort of lingering around this previous high. Okay, that was broken, became support. Market has broken below it, acting as resistance. Market can easily come back to this other support. Or we'll watch the trend line first and look at how market will respect this support level, which was a previous high. Okay, over there. So that's what I'll be watching, okay, on the dollar. And if market can get some stop over here, then I'll be expecting a rally to the upside on the dollar pair. Okay, now with that said, what am I expecting on Aussie dollar? Aussie dollar, I'm looking for a short position. Okay, markets have been in a downtrend. You can see lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So I'm expecting over here a bit of a lower high market to sort of pull back to the $0.6585 mark, where I can get a short position looking to go short all the way to 0.6360 level to the downside. So that's what I'll be looking for. Of course, I'm paying attention to how market is moving. Okay, I won't just buy once market gets there. I'll also pay attention to the price action around that region before I get that sell position to sell the markets to the downside. So that's what I'm watching on this one. That's Aussie dollar. Bitcoin as well, sort of the same analogy. If you look at the 1-day chart on Bitcoin, and this was a shout out to Ken. We were talking about this with Ken earlier on today morning. So it's more of an analysis that we're having, looking at this downtrend. Market hasn't broken the trend line to the downside, still respecting it. If you look at moving average, market is still trading far below the moving average. So we're below the trend line, okay? Below the trend line, below the SMA, the simple moving average to the lower side, and market is still in a downward trend line, okay? Now if you go to the 4-hour chart to look closely to what is happening, I'll be watching to see how this level can really act as a resistance level, okay? Easily broken, okay, to the upside. Get a bit of a touch on this third trend line bounce. You can see this first touch, second touch, maybe get a third touch over there with anticipation for a sell-off to the downside, giving me a good risk reward of 1:4. I believe that's a substantial trade position that I'll be looking to take. This is also in line with this previous resistance here. I mean support and resistance, so I'll be looking for it around that region. So it's a region, okay? So I'll be paying attention to that. Very, very important, very, very good trade setup that can give us a very good risk reward trade to the downside. So there's a lot of alignment at this level. There's a trend line, there's this flag pattern, there's a key level. So once in a lifetime trade, okay? So you want to be looking for such trades and trading them in respect to the trend. Okay, so that's what I have running on these two. So those two are on my radar, really paying a lot of attention. Let's see how that pans out. On the other side, USD card, I don't have anything much. I was watching this clean and beautiful pattern as market topped. We had a good flag formation at the top here. You can see how market topped at that level, giving us that sort of double top. You can call it a triple top. You can see that first, second, and third. We had a double top here, market went straight to target, had a triple top, market went straight to target, and now we're looking to see how market will behave below the resistance, the support and resistance level here. So you can see this level was broken heavily yesterday, annihilated out of the roof. Now we can get a beautiful retest. Now be paying attention is if market can either retest here and move further down, or retest here and break further up. So that's what I'm watching on this one. No trade setup. Haven't had a trade setup in this one for quite some time. So that's what I'll be watching on that. Okay, that's USD card. Gold had a crazy rally. Market went all the way to 1725. A straight rally from 16. A whole 1,000 people moved to the upside without any significant correction. Now that's what you get from gold. I wouldn't expect anything less. That's normal happening on gold. You can see that beautiful rally to the upside down to see how market will respect this trend line over here. Can we get, I'm still in bearish territory. I haven't changed my stance, still looking for further trends to the downside until market changes direction. Okay, and what I'm talking about when market is changing direction, I teach that in my trading class. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at over here. Let's see how market will respect this pattern over here. Can we reject the 1725? That's the last time I got a trade on this one. We also got another one here. This was the main one that I had. Now, can we get a correction back to the 1685, or will the gold market maintain its stance above the $1,700 mark? That's the dollar. That's the $1 million question. So that's what we'll be waiting to see and see what happens in the market. And last but not least, the Dow. Looking at the US 30 market has also had a very strong rally. No red candlestick until later on today is when we've gotten a bit of a correction, but the whole of yesterday, the whole of this week, market has really been pushing up. If you look at the daily chart, we had a support level in line with this channel like formation. You can see this support here where market got some support and strongly rallied to the upside. So that was a good trade. Okay, to the upside, market is still holding, or rather good rally, and see how market will continue behaving around here. I don't have any significant pattern at the moment, so I'll just be watching and see what happens later on in the market. So that's it. Just keeping it clear and simple. Euro USD, remember Euro USD is within a channel like formation. respecting boundaries to the downside and to the upside. Look at that, clear analysis. Support. Market is bouncing off these levels. I expect sooner or later these levels will be broken, mostly to the upside, not to the downside, but anything can happen. Market can bounce off this level again, which I really doubt. I think we can break, maybe retest this green line that you're seeing here before going further down, or we can break both of them and continue moving further up, which will really push us much into a dollar bearish territory. But that's what I'll be watching. Let's see how that pans out for the rest of the week. On pound, also a deep correction, a V-shaped recovery has come, especially after seeing market dropping more than almost 10% last week. We had a very strong drop, market dropping 5% in a day. Remember on us this morning we had a 4% drop. That was last week as well, a very strong drop. So market has had a V-shaped recovery. Let's see how that's going to behave, coming back to a resistance level in line with our trend line. I want to pay attention to what market does there. No pattern forming. This is if you go to the 1-day chart, 4-hour chart, nothing much really has happened here. So that's what I'll be watching. That's all I have, guys, for today. It's just a recap, seeing what we have for the week and what has been happening in the markets. So I'm sure I'll see you guys on Friday when we have our next analysis, either with me or with Ken. And I hope the peeps be with you. May the peeps be with you. And always remember to stay woke and stay financially literate. See you soon. Thank you very much for watching Financial Hub's content on YouTube. For more Forex analysis, financial education, podcasts, and exclusive content, be sure to subscribe.